Apricorn Balls made their debut in the Generation II Pokémon games and continue to be a beloved feature in the Pokémon games today. Who wouldn't want to capture a Totodile in a lure ball? Some Apricorn Balls just go well with certain Pokémon, you know? Apricorn Balls offer a variety of benefits unlike standard Pokeballs with fixed catch rates. For example, their Friend Ball ensures that any captured wild Pokémon starts with a friendship level of 150. This is especially useful for evolving Pokémon like Riolu, Chansey, Eevee, and Snom more quickly. Plus, these types of Pokeballs look really cool. Obtaining Apricorn Balls have been possible through various methods across generations, including the Cram-o-Matic, Porto Marinada auctions, Samson Oak, Pokédex Milestones, Pokéball expert Kurt, and the beloved Ball Guy. Hi, Jonny from GalaxyWome here. In this video we'll explore on how to obtain and farm these special Pokeballs in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Additionally, we'll share tips on obtaining Pokémon already caught in these unique Pokeballs, allowing you to personalize your collection with your favorite Pokeballs for each Pokémon. Welcome back to our universe and let's dive into the world of Apricorn Balls in the latest Pokémon games. Number 1. The Pokédex Milestones farm. The Pokédex Milestone is a kind of reward system for completing the Pokédex. For each amount of Pokémon registered, you will receive different types of rewards. These include Apricorn Balls and a Beast Ball. In the Pokédex itself, you can access the Pokédex Milestones by pressing X while scrolling through the decks. However, there are multiple requirements for this method. First, you need both copies of the games, Scarlet and Violet, because you can only complete the Dex Milestones once per game file. Second, you will need a living Dex of all 400 Pokémon in Scarlet and Violet. And as third, Pokémon Home. The premium plan for Pokémon Home is recommended, otherwise it will just take longer to transfer all those 14 boxes. And as items cannot be directly transferred in Pokémon Home, you have two options. Trade the Pokémon holding the Apricorn Ball to a friend and your friend trades them back to you after you switch to your main game. Or catch the Pokémon with the desired Apricorn Ball on your farm save file and transfer these Pokémon back to your main game through Pokémon Home. For the living Dex, catch all 400 Pokémon available in Scarlet and Violet. The objective is to transfer your living Dex from your main game to your second game, swiftly completing your Pokédex and claiming your Pokédex Milestones rewards, including the Apricorn Ball. Step 1. Complete your living Dex. A living Dex is a fan term for a game which not only has a complete Pokédex, but has one of every available species of Pokémon stored in its PC boxes as well. Usually in their Pokédex order, meaning you start with the Sprigatito line whose number is 1, 2 and 3, until Miraidon who has number 400. Step 2. After completing the living Dex, place all the Pokémon in Pokémon Home. That will be around 14 boxes in total. Step 3. Start the Pokémon game that is not your main game. Be aware this method can take up to 30 minutes because you will first have to go through the whole beginning tutorial of the game, along with the opening cutscenes. As soon as you spawn in your bedroom, go to the options menu, change text speed to fast, turn nicknames off, and set skip cutscenes to on. And while you're at it, turn off autosave. Step 4. Play through the beginning of the game until you arrive at the first gas station Pokécenter. Meaning, get yourself a starter, fight Nimona, meet the legendary motorcycle, fight Arven, talk with Nimona on the lighthouse, and then off you go to the first town. Step 5. Start Pokémon Home and transfer the whole living Dex to your farm save file. Save Pokémon Home and go back to the beginning screen. To avoid mistakes, go back into Pokémon Home on your farm save file and transfer every Pokémon back to your Pokémon Home. Because we have saved before, every Pokémon is now registered in your save file. The reason why we transfer it back now is for safety reasons, because when you go too fast or don't pay enough attention, there is a chance you may reset your farm file along with the whole living Dex. While it's true every Pokémon can be caught again, legendaries like Miraidon and Koraidon are more painful to lose. Step 6. When your living Dex is back safe and sound on Pokémon Home, start your farm save file, open your Pokédex, voila, a completed Pokédex. Now obtain all your rewards. Next, you either trade these Pokeballs to another Switch, so you can trade them back to your main game, or you catch the Pokemon in this save file with the Apricorn Balls and transfer them back through home. Of course, you can always use this method as well for the Kitakami Pokédex Milestones. And if you're not interested in the Beast Ball, you only need a living dex then of 360 Pokemon. This way you don't have to add the legendaries in your living dex. We will leave a link down below to Cerebi that shows you how many Pokemon you need to have in your Pokédex for every Apricorn Ball. This way you can choose yourself how many Pokemon you need to have in that living dex of yours. Double check your box that none of the living dex Pokemon has stayed behind. Now you can repeat the process. Reset your farm save file from the home menu on your Switch, select System Settings, scroll down and select Data Management, then delete save data. Please be careful that you only delete your farm save file, not your main game. Please don't rush through this process. Once you have a clean save file, continue from step 3 and repeat the process for using the Pokédex Milestones form. Number 2. The Fish Market. Porto Marinada auctions is an excellent avenue for acquiring special Pokeballs, particularly through the Fish Market auctions. This option opens up once trainers successfully complete Kofu's Gym Challenge. The auction house boasts several vendors vending various goods including Apricorn Balls. However, be prepared to loosen your pocket dollars as cheap isn't a term acknowledged in Porto Marinada. Beware, you might find yourself outbid by an unexpected child. If no one is selling any Apricorn Balls, then there's a handy trick. Save your game and close it completely. Next, adjust your switch time by 2 hours and restart the game. Although the exact time you need to skip is somewhere around 75 minutes, I recommend a 2-hour skip to avoid potential calculation errors. This resets the Fish Market offerings, presenting trainers with different items each time. Repeat until someone has the Apricorn Ball for sale. Then it's a matter of not getting outbid by a child and the Pokeball is yours. Don't have enough money? Then option 3 might be something for you. Number 3. The Academy Ace Tournament. While the Academy Ace Tournament is more of a money farm, there's also a slim chance of obtaining one of the Apricorn Balls. Let's say less than a small chance. However, this doesn't render the farm useless. The advantage lies in the significant amount of Poké Dollars gained. Something crucial for the Porto Marinada Fish Market. The Academy Ace Tournament is a 4-rounded competition where you battle teachers, staff, students, and more to determine the school champion. Once you decide to begin the tournament, you cannot change your party. Still, your Pokemon's health and your Terra Orb will be restored between battles. The tournament becomes accessible after completing the main story. Flutter Mane is the perfect Pokemon for the job, earning a 10 out of 10 rating. If you don't have a Flutter Mane, you can also opt for a Sylveon with a 7 out of 10 rating. Give Flutter Mane a modest nature and allocate EVs to max special attack and HP. Don't forget to hyper train all of its stats except the attack one. Ensure that the move Moonblast is at the top of the move pool. Also provide Flutter Mane or Sylveon with the Amulet Coin. You can always check the description down below for the Sylveon build. And if you don't have the Amulet Coin and there is no Amulet Coin in your bag, go to Medali, the town with the normal type gym, and talk to the person with the suit near the Poké Center. He will ask you to defeat 7 trainers in the area. After defeating all 7 trainers, talk to the person in the suit again and he will provide you with an Amulet Coin. To start the tournament, go to the entrance hall of the Academy. Talk to the person at the reception on the left. Ensure Flutter Mane is the only Pokemon in your party and talk to the guy by clicking A. You can either manually select each move you want to use or simply spam the A button. Using a turbo controller can make your life easier. The auto clicker will manage the A button for you. Just check in once in a while and in a few hours you may have millions on the bank. You might even get lucky and obtain one of the Apricorn Balls. Now that you have enough money, you can give the fish market farm a try. Number 4. Gift codes. Once in a while, Pokemon may give away a mystery gift code, and these codes might contain one or all of the Apricorn Balls. By subscribing to our channel, we can easily inform you when these gift codes are live. Wink wink. If there is an active gift code, you can farm it together with the Pokédex Milestones farm, since you're already resetting your farm account save file. It would be a waste not to input these mystery gift codes. Number 5. Wonder Trade and GTS. Wonder Trade is a feature that allows players to trade Pokemon randomly with others using the same feature. Each time you successfully breed shiny Pokemon in these Apricorn Balls, you can transfer the non-shiny ones to Pokemon Home and participate in Wonder Trades. Occasionally, you may receive other Pokemon also caught in these Apricorn Balls, providing you with a new breeding project to obtain the perfect Pokemon in the right Pokeball. While Wonder Trading directly in the game itself is an option, I personally prefer using Pokemon Home. The Global Trade System, aka GTS, allows you to specify which Pokemon you want to trade and which Pokemon you want to receive. This way you might encounter a Pokemon caught in an Apricorn Ball. Number 6. Transferring. You may have some Pokemon laying around that were caught in these special Pokeballs back in the older games. Well, you can transfer these to the latest Pokemon games. Not only that, but you may still have some Apricorn Balls in the item bag in these older games like Sword and Shield. This way you can catch any Pokemon you want in that Apricorn Ball on those game files and transfer them back to Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, as well providing you with some extra breeding projects. Or you can ignore everything I said in this video and only use Quick Balls. Let us know which Apricorn Ball is your favorite. Happy farming and thanks for watching. And of course we hope to see you all next time. Jonny out. See ya!